Hi guys, how are you? Welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. This video is going to be for Taurus from mid-March to the end of March. Intention is set for that time frame, but timing is fluid. You guys might be on different schedules, we'll call it. So Taurus, this is going to be for your Sun, your Moon, your Rising, and your Venus cross watchers. If that is you, discern the messages accordingly. And Taurus, you do the same as well, regardless. Let's see. There's a lot of stuff going on planetarily this week, so there's a lot happening. And happy spring, official spring. Heck yeah, we'll take it. If you guys are interested in personal readings as well, that information can be found in the description box below, as well as the About section of the page. So, Taurus. That was quick. Let's see what's going on for you guys. For Taurus, please, Spirit. Avoiding any background noise you might hear. For Taurus, please. You know, a lot of the signs, as I've gone through, I've gotten all of the water signs finished up. I've gotten fire signs done now. I'm on earth signs. And as we've gone through, I did the picking of these a little differently than I usually do. It's almost like some of these energies are overlapping from one element to the other. And I think that it's very interesting. As I shuffle the cards, you guys see me do that. There's like one that kind of lingers into the next energy. It's been interesting. Taurus, embracing worthiness. I feel worthiness feeling every cell of my body, and it feels amazing. I feel like you guys are finally getting to a space of grounded energy, even though you are an earth sign. It's almost like an actualization that you're able to pull from multifaceted directions that is bringing in a sense of calm, a sense of security, a sense of who you are to the forefront for you at this time. I actually like that for you. It feels good. I got the chills. I love it. That's always that and the nose itching. Always my confirmation of the same from Spirit. Expanding inner power. I cannot talk today. I am my most powerful when my creativity is given a voice. Spirit is saying for you to connect with nature. It's almost like being in a space of thankfulness for all that is around you and all of your abundance, as well as what they're speaking of. When you're connected in multi-directions and you're pulling a little bit from everything that you're taking in around you, that opens you up internally, right? It opens you up. There's a better sense of the self. And any lingering frustrations from that is being subdued, following that resolving anger. And this is the card I think I just did Sag's reading, and I think that one was in there. Conflict reminds me when I need more space for myself. If you're finding that you're in conflict with any situation external to you, ask yourself what it is about those situations that is calling something to your attention from the past. So conflict reminds me when I need more space for myself. Where is it that you're not investing your energy into you at this time? Okay. All right. Let's pull from the Sacred Geometry deck. Spirit for Taurus. Mid-March. Beginning of April, please. For Taurus. And that was easy enough too. Realization, again, in a very much an awakening state. There was Scorpio, I think it might have been Leo, it might have been Sag and Aries as well. This realization, and there's that earth energy I just said about getting grounded and connected. There you are. That realization, it's like we shifted timelines here recently. Things are changing. Things are evolving. Things are moving into a revolutionary space right now, okay? And through these fast forward movements that are happening around us, the way things are moving and shifting and aligning, there's a lot of realization of lingering things from the past that are being wrapped up, addressed, being brought to the forefront because it's preparing you for something else. Okay? And these realizations, while they might be hard to sit with, and it may be some self-accountability as well, it's opening our eyes. Third eye too, if we are allowing it, right? Primarily the third eye, not even the third eye too, primarily the third eye. We're awakening, and there goes that nose itching. I don't do this all day, and then I sit down to do this, and boom. It's an internal awareness within that we are seeing things taking shape, taking form, changing quickly. We have shoved in years worth of understanding in just a matter of a couple of months. So it may feel like you're not grounded at this time to you, but I think you're more grounded and prepared than you think you are. It's like fear. Spirit is saying that fear is living amongst us. But we can live in fear. I mean, you look at our collective world, and we live in a space of fear all the time. We're fearful of all kinds of stuff. We won't get into it too much on here because it can get me in trouble. But you guys are fully aware. If you're spiritual beings, and if you're here for that reason, right? But there's fear all around us. But it's those who don't let the fear control them or run their lives. And there's where you have your realizations. So a 10, which breaks down to a 1, endings and beginnings once again for yet another sign. The frequency of realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, as well as an external process of becoming our highest expression in the world. So where I want to say, where do you stand in your expanding of your inner power? And then earth energy. The frequency of earth activates our deep connection to this physical plane by showing us the beauty of all the aspects of our Great Mother and revealing the more ethereal spiritual aspects of our nature. Some of you might be in a space of being called to do more spiritual work right now. You know, Taurus, you guys are a very intuitive sign. I don't know that you get enough credit for it, but it's also about where you place your energy. You know, that stubborn energy, just same as Scorpios and other signs, fixed signs who sit in this power but yet have to dive deep into it to have a full understanding of it, and then be willing to face the ego and the fears and the awakening and the turmoil as we see it as humans as we go through it in the 3D existence. So, all right, Taurus for mid-March into April. I just said about you guys being intuitive, right? 7th chakra, the crown chakra, taking action. Action has been another card as well that continues to pop out for a lot of you. All right, for Taurus. Journey. It's time to pack your bags and go. I feel like there's chains that have surrounded you for a while, may have kept you in a place of like walking a certain path, going to a certain destination, maybe having your idea of what this destination may look like or should have looked like, but it's breaking the bonds of those chains, right? There's a light guiding you. There's a way out of this, and it's like, you know, crossing over into something that is leaving the past baggage behind. This woman holding a coin. 6. Please be aware as we move through these energies that we're transitioning into right now. You may see things coming back around. This may be karmic. This may be soul ties. This may pertain to your home. This may pertain to your children. You may be dealing with a woman who is well established, well put together, highly intuitive. It doesn't have to be, though. Energies are interchangeable. We are all masculine and feminine energies combined. This person could be highly suspect or highly cautious of all energies surrounding them at this time. Why this comes up, I'm not sure, but we'll dive into it with the as we clarify. But understand that there's a lot of loyalty to the self. So Taurus, this may be you, and you don't have to be a woman to be in this. You may be sitting back, observing, and holding coin, well-to-do, well put together, well established, very reminiscent to me of the Queen of Pentacles. Very, very aware, but this young lady is not so much nurturing as she is very wise, very curious, very solid, may come across rigid as well from time to time. 10, rest in, or 19, I'm sorry, which breaks down to a 10, and again, that one, rest in rejuvenation, you know, taking a step back, pausing, doors to romance underneath that, finding a place of that grounded energy. Like I said, I think you're more grounded than you realize, but again, there's still a need to step into that grounded energy of yourself, Taurus. Again, another 6, something may be cycling back around somehow, trying to find an emotional balance, learning how to open up the heart space, step into some different types of power, I think, when it comes to resolving feelings, opening up doors to new pathways as well. We open up with the 5 of Swords and the 8 of Wands. Maybe struggling with communication, and I'm going to tell you, communication this week is a big thing. Fast moving, not sure how to communicate in times of being kind of put on the spot. This King of Wands has come out. He has been the forefront, I swear, of like all of these readings that I've done. It's been crazy. King of Wands, 6 of Swords, and I think I had those cards for, that might have been Sagittarius that I just did. I'm pretty positive, but that there is a card of Sag or Leo, potentially Aries as well. I see this one more of a Leo sometimes. So you could be dealing with one of those signs. 7 of Cups in reverse. Whatever it is that you're standing in your power when you're walking away from something, you've picked your direction. There may have been little, like, I think the word that I used in Sag's readings might have been, oh, the cat's under the table, my bad. Kick the cat. Sorry there, dude. My bad. But anyhow, was distractions. Feeling a little bit confused about the direction in which you were heading, but I think that it's like all signs, except for maybe one, are pointing to a certain space for you. So I feel like there's just a little bit of looking back at the past, but you are finding a power to walk away and step away from any confusing thoughts, recognizing there may be something of unitary, something that you tried to unite or bring together, being that 2 there, that it's time to walk away from, move on from. I almost feel like it's like, dare I drop the ball? Dare I let that energy go? But I also understand that there's something else that is lighting your path at this time. There's new growth. There's things in the shadows that you just can't see right now, Taurus, that's coming in for you. But in order, you know, I give my example of the dinner plate all the time at Thanksgiving. If you only stick a few things on there, you don't have room for pumpkin pie, you know? So you got to take that extra journey back to the buffet to get that piece of pumpkin pie, right? If you have all your energy invested in one space, you know, you're missing what else lies ahead. So something to consider for you, Taurus. Woman holding a coin. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords. Yeah, you might be feeling a little left out and a little neglected about some things. 9 of Swords in reverse. Some heartbreak and pain attached to walking away from something. I know that it's hard for you guys to not wrap yourself into certain things sometimes, but I don't want to say, Oh, geez. I don't want to say that it's like making mountains out of molehills kind of energy, because pain is pain no matter how you slice it. It doesn't matter. If it's uncomfortable, it's uncomfortable. But don't give this too much weight either. Don't give it too much weight is what this feels like to me. That Nine of Swords in reverse to me is like extra anxietizing, sleepless nights, nightmares, headaches, nervousness. This is, I'm going to call this low level energy. I don't know why I get that. It doesn't feel so intense. I almost feel it's, maybe not like, maybe feeling like you belong to something that you don't, because I've got that Three of Cups in the background there. Spirit is saying it's going to be what you make of it. Okay, it's going to be what you make of it. This woman holding a coin. Judgment, choices, Queen of Swords in the upright. Nine of Wands. You know, I told you this, you know, Taurus, if this is you, this is taking a time out to make a judgment call. There's no more waiting, setting sails, seeing the horizon for what it is. Being very clear. And, you know, that's the one thing I said about this woman holding coins. She's very smart, very curious, very... she's like in control of her senses. I forget what words I used earlier already. But this Queen of Swords, she's very affirmative in the direction that she's heading, and she's not looking back. The thing of it is with this Nine of Wands, it's kind of like hitting a place that you're almost to where you need to be. But the thing I like about this deck with the Nine of Wands is there might be a little bit of a hurdle she's got to cross over yet to get to where she's heading, but she's lit her own way. You know, that Nine of Swords, or this Queen of Swords, she's releasing any judgments. She's releasing any fears. She's releasing anything that is burdensome. But still, there's still a little bit of a hurdle there. There's still some little blockage in her way, or his way, you know, it doesn't matter, to get to where she needs to go, or where you need to go, Taurus. Five of Swords. Wondering if you're making the right judgment call here. If you're cutting yourself off before something gets started. The Ace of Swords, it's getting clarity, being able to figure things out, finding a resolve, going deeper, you know, driving deeper into having an understanding. And through it, I feel like you're getting some clarity surrounding something for you in particular. But you're a lot stronger, I think, than you're giving yourself credit for at this time. I want to say don't close yourself off whatsoever. Two of Pentacles. You're coming out of a space of indecision. And what's interesting is this Page of Wands sticks out to the bottom, and they talked about, what was it, creativity or expanding your inner power, something. Hold on, I forget what it said now. Oh yeah, I am my most powerful when my creativity is given a voice. And that Page of Wands is creative. It's fun loving. It's easygoing with this particular deck, the way I see it anyhow. It's just cutting loose and stepping into something creative, being in a state of flow, letting things fall where they lie, or lie where they fall, you know, however you word that exactly, whatever the exact phrase is. I don't think I got it exactly right, but that's okay too. But you're coming out of this space of indecision. Maybe it's stressing you out a little bit, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, that's the big thing here. It's not the end of the world. This rest and rejuvenation is speaking of going back into yourself, whether you meditate or whatever it is that you need to do. And I say going back into the self, and what comes out, the Hermit. It's time to recharge, refuel you. If you had some situations surrounding other people, it's finding an emotional resolve. And then you have the Sun. You know, you light your own way. You light your own path. You know, you dance in that. You feel good in that. New life is being created also as part of this, as you take a moment to reflect. Here's the thing. You're going, as much as you've made I feel like a clear-cut decision. Whatever this pain or heartbreak was, or whatever was uncomfortable for you, you're not addressing it. It's almost like the Sun card here is almost dolling it out and foreshadowing. It's like, well, I'm fine, I'm good, thanks, moving on. I don't know that you're addressing, and I feel like this was the same for Sag and maybe even Leo. Again, overlapping energies as I go through the signs today. It's like, I'm fine. Spirit is telling you that this time out is needed. You've got the Hermit, the Sun, and the Four of Swords in reverse. This time out is needed for you to heal, to shed light on the parts of you that have not yet been resolved. There's a lot of healing work going on right now, guys, and it's about nurturing that healing work that needs to occur for each of us. We're all, I think, collectively in the same boat. You may pretend that everything is hunky-dory dandy and almost turning a blind eye to it, maybe romanticizing somehow how things could happen in a creative sense, making some kind of offers. But at the same time, it's like you're going to have to reground your energy and bring yourself back down to earth just a little bit. Maybe in a very dreamlike state as we just are, getting ready to exit Pisces season. Pisces tend to be dreamers. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like this goes back to your worthiness. You're willing to invest it in other people to some kind of point, but you're not willing to make that investment to yourself, or you're showing the illusion of giving to other people, but again, you yourself are not giving to you, which can be problematic. You're giving it all away. This is way too many here, Spirit. I'm going to leave these out. Two of Cups, the Star, the Devil in reverse. To me, Spirit is saying this, and I was thinking about pulling other cards a little bit ago for what it is that you need to resolve, and to see that Two of Cups, the Star, and the Devil come out, that Devil in reverse, is learning to let go of those toxic energies, right? In order to have that Two of Cups, that Star. Again, it's about the healing. The Star is a little bit more of a reach than the Nine of Cups, because you figure you look up at the stars and the moon and the sky and we say a prayer or whatever it is, or you affirm that, it's wishing upon a star. You're hoping for wish fulfillment. You're hoping for dreams to come true. But it's also learning how to release things that are not healthy for you as well. So whether these are people, addictions, jobs, situations, whatever it is, in order to unify something, you have to let go of the toxicity and the confusion that I see between the first set of cards and the last here. All right. One more card, please. There's that damn Three of Wands in reverse again with the Six of Cups in reverse. Same energies underneath here after all that shuffling. Three of Wands in reverse. I feel like you're getting yourself caught up. You're getting yourself hung up on something. Like it's like no more waiting, but in the same breath, it's like contradictory energy to me. There you are, Taurus, the Hierophant, Empress, dealing with an Aries. That's how I see that card anyhow. Cards on the table. Capricorn, Leo, Aquarius, King of Wands, that's Sag. I don't know why I always pick that one out. I do. Anyhow. Queen of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius again. Five of Cups in reverse. Let's see, clarify this. You guys, everybody's like getting the same damn thing. I want to go, you know better. You know better, Taurus. Why do you play with these energies? There's really a need to come out. I hate to call it a woe is me, because I don't really feel like you guys are victimizing yourself. But at the same time, it's kind of sitting around mopey kind of feel with that Five of Cups in reverse and that Eight of Swords. Hangman in the center. You're being trapped by your own thoughts. You're being caught up in this web of your own self, because you're refusing to see it in another way, or you're seeing it in another way, and that makes you feel like you're less worthy of something. You do not ever tie your self-worth to another person or a situation. Like, you know damn well what it is that you're capable of accomplishing and doing. But the only difference is you have to set your mind to it to do it. It's up to you to do this. And this door is to romance. Son of Pentacles, offerings. Something stable, slow and steady wins the race, right? But I feel like you're being pushed to... There's that damn Three of Swords. What do you guys have going? What are you hanging on to? An idea of love. Ace of Cups, Four of Pentacles, the Three of Swords. Hanging on to an idea. Yeah. Cancer energy there. It's like you're hanging on to an idea. And there's that Three of Cups again. It's almost like you feel like you're being bucked away, pushed away. External circumstances, perhaps. Being kept at arm's length. Ace of Wands. Libra, or Justice card. That card of Libra. Good God. Again, what is fair balance? What is just? What is going to call things in? Some of you, Spirit is also saying bucking up against a system. You know, so if you're dealing with like court or legal matters, you may be taking action towards something and being met with all eyes on you as well right now, trying to find a way to integrate. And I just think that it's funny that that Four of Swords is sticking out again. The need for healing, Taurus, the need for healing, grounding, meditating, rest, rejuvenation. Rest and rejuvenation card is there again. I don't know if you're pushing yourself too hard right now and you're being met with opposition, but whatever this is not leading to anything successful. World card. Some things are just not meant to be. What is meant to be balanced and fair will come to you. It's needing to see all variants of a situation is the word that Spirit's giving me. All variants of a situation. Whatever that means for you. So this door is to romance. Son of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, the Ace of Wands. I feel like you're trying to take an inspired action. It's almost like as much as the wands are action, it almost feels like a burst of a knowing. Some passionate, fiery energy behind it, catalyzing where you want to head. You also may have multiple options as well. Explore your options if that's what you need to do. But I also feel like there's a little bit of resistance, whether it's from you or from somebody else. There's some resistance there in regards to this action. All right. Let's see here. Grab you guys some love cards and wrap this up. For Taurus, please, Spirit. New love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Reconciliation and retreat. Two contradictory cards, right? Someone from your past is returning to your life. Doesn't have to be a past person. Reconciliation doesn't mean you had to be apart. Again, you're dealing with potential third parties, right? So this could be somebody new that is coming in. I told you may have multiple options, and that could be it. You may choose to reconcile with someone from the past, but I will also say to you that reconciliation isn't just what's here in the 3D. This could be past soul energy as well. And this need to retreat, it's time to disconnect from the world. So with that, you may need to take a step back and reassess. You may need to take a step back and really rethink about where it is that you're headed and what it is that you want, because you're still dealing with some underlying pain from what I say. This could be a past soul thing. Well, there it is. This could be, you could be meeting up with a soulmate in this life that's come back around. So this could be all that it is. It's almost like touching base. Souls touching base is what I would call it. Engagement in this retreat. when you take the time to retreat, and when we talk engagement, it's not like there's not every single Taurus out in the world right now is running off and getting engaged. So don't take that so literally. But it's about your love life ascending to a higher level of commitment, having a deeper understanding. Some of you may have come to an understanding that that's just not where you need to be right now. You may be putting, moving into something new on the back burner or on hold. There may be a need to put it on hold for a little while. And then this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. And that, again, does not mean that it's here in the 3D. This could also be in soulmate kind of energy. And Spirit is saying for some of you, it's the one that got away. That's not going to be for everybody, but for some of you Tauruses, it's the one that got away. Very interesting. All right, guys. Very interesting energies this week. Very interesting. I don't even know what to say to you all right now. Taurus, if you found this video resonated for you, please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not yet done so. It's one of the greatest ways you can show your appreciation for the channel, as well as it helps to circulate the videos to get these out to those who else need to see them, right? So Taurus, if you want to dive deeper into your own personal situation, my God, the link is in the description box below, as well as the about section of the page, or rather the email. And I'm wishing you guys a great end of the month of March, and I'll see you all on the beginning of April. Take care. Sending you all my love. Bye-bye.